Good morning, everyone. I think it was 200 years ago when people had to register their family name here. I think it was Napoleon who made it mandatory. I don't know what happened. I think my ancestors were probably super buyers, or at the town hall they were super sellers. I don't know, but I guess it must have gone something like this. They went to the town hall and they said, "We're here to register our name," and they probably said, "What name would you like?" And I guess they said, "What do you have?" And well, we have S's on sale. An S is 5 cents, and if you buy 2, you get them for 7 cents. E's are on sale too, and U's are for free. So, honey, let's get 3. U-W. Misseeuw is how you pronounce it in Flemish. But actually, it helps me to get it. Well, actually, one more thing. So I got born, and at the hospital, they obviously had to give a first name. So my parents said, Bruno, Stelianos, Omer, Alphonse. I've got 4 first names. And actually, it helps me get into the US easily. I know quite a few of you in the audience are from the US, so whenever I go to the US, and I think those of you, well, actually, if you're from the US, you don't have to go through this. But us from Europe and the other places of the world, we have to go through immigration. And then you get to the immigration officer. And this doesn't happen to me, it happens to other people. It's like, what are you here for? When you go back. And when I show up, it's like, what's up? And they look at my passport and like, really? Miss you? And I say, I miss you too. You're in, buddy. So I'm always easily in. Okay, that's my name. A long title. I won't explain it. I'll try and keep it short. But who's from IT here? Raise your hand. Come on, there's more of you. I cannot believe there's only one. I used to be IT too, but we rebranded IT. We're now business process and technology. I'm business too now. The IT guy probably was sweating yesterday when the projector wasn't working, because when the projector doesn't work, there's always a look around the room who's from IT, and you get to fix the projector. No? Okay. All right. What is my job at Coca-Cola European Partners? It's to play easy football. And what a great location to be, right? We're in the football stadium. What is easy football? I don't know if you guys watched the Champions League. I was lucky to go to a Champions League game 2 weeks ago. I went to see Tottenham Barcelona in Wembley Stadium. And when you see Barcelona play, it's easy football. It's so easy. You see Tottenham working hard. Tottenham are the competition, by the way. We're Barcelona. It's so easy. And my job, I think the job of all of us in the room here, is to help our people play easy football. And playing easy football isn't easy, but we need to make it easy for the players. So the players are obviously our salespeople. So my job is to help them play easy football, and I think it's the job of all of us. And as a salesperson, playing easy football doesn't mean you are in Excel. It doesn't mean you have to go and analyze where your next opportunity is. That's what we need to give to them. We need to let them focus on selling. So, when I was a kid, buying ice cream was easy because you had those flavors, right? I think there's actually one missing. Which one is missing? Pistachio, my favorite, yes. However, when you go buy ice cream today, now it looks like, well, customers expect more than vanilla. It looks like this. And then you're up there. What's that blue? What's in it? Will it match with the mango, lime, chestnut? It's getting complicated. But this is what the consumers want, right? This is what you want. But we're not making the life of our salespeople easier to go and sell. So part of what I'm talking about is how can we make the life of our salespeople easier so they don't have to worry about who needs to get what product. That's what we need to go and do. That's what we need to help them with. And by the way, now it's not just about flavors anymore. You have organic ice cream, vegan ice cream, and we're guilty of the same thing at Coca-Cola. We also want to introduce, or we have to introduce new brands, innovate, and this is an example. So this is a plant-based, seed-based, dairy-free snack drink. It is. And this type of drink, you don't want to sell into probably a fitness room. It's the right drink for a coffee bar, a breakfast place. Yesterday I heard that we need to connect with our customers, so I probably need to connect a bit more with you. Do you guys actually know, were you familiar with the name Coca-Cola European Partners? If you were, raise your hand. So there's a couple. So who's Coca-Cola, or what are we doing at Coca-Cola European Partners? Actually, if you would look, I don't know if some of you look at the back of the packaging sometimes. When you drink something or eat something, do you look at the back of the packaging sometimes? Well, if you drink a Coke in at least 13 countries, what you will see on the back of the packaging, the can, it says Coca-Cola European Partners. Actually, if you have one of these in your hand and you look at the back of it, it will also say Coca-Cola European Partners. So the product comes from us. At least, I'm going backwards. At least in one of those 13 countries in red. So we're one of the biggest, or we are the biggest Coca-Cola bottler in the world. There's multiple around the globe. So what's the relationship with the Coca-Cola company? Coca-Cola company are the guys who have are the brand owners, essentially. So they innovate, they make new brands, new products, new packaging. They have the relationship with the consumer. If you see a commercial on television, it will be theirs. But if you buy the product in a store, or you consume it in a cafe, it will come from us in those 13 countries, okay? So we are essentially a B2B company. What I'm going to be talking to you about is B2B, not B2C. We have a home channel and an away-from-home channel. Home channel is where you go and buy the product for consumption at home. So Tesco, Carrefour, Leclerc, those are the customers that we put into our home channel. Then we have the away-from-home channel, which is being served typically through wholesalers. So if you would have a shop or a restaurant, you would typically buy from a wholesaler. So those customers are indirect customers. That's I wouldn't say a challenge that we have, but we sell to indirect customers through wholesalers, okay? So we have two different kinds of sales reps, you could say. We have the ones who go and visit the direct customers. Those are typically key account managers and may use Showpad. And we have the ones who visit the indirect customers and try and influence what those people buy from the wholesalers. So what I will be talking to you about today, after this mandatory slide, which says that we have 6,000 sales reps. And this is important, well, not sales reps, but we've got 6,000 people in commercial. And that's quite a few. And I'll come back to that in a minute. So how do we sell? If you would be a shop or a bar, we've got the field sales reps who may come and visit you. We've got the contact center, which may call you, or you may call them. You may go to our portal. You may get an email. And all of that happens with the support of the 6,000 people that we have in our organization who are in a commercial function. Now, the story I'm going to tell you is about how important it is to create a 360-degree customer view and have clarity on who the people are in the virtual team that manage the customer. And I'm assuming this may resonate with the people from Showpad. If you are growing rapidly as a company, you start to have multiple people in the organization talking to your customers. So how can you see to it that the conversation doesn't become a disjointed one? How can you see to that you have a connected customer experience. That's what we're trying to do at Coca-Cola European Partners. See to it that at all times, regardless of what interaction you may have with us, it continues to be a connected customer experience. So I'm going to not take you to 50 slides, because I'm between you and lunch. I'm going to show you 2 videos, of which the first one is going to bring to life what this connected customer experience looks like, or what our vision is.
This is Peter. Peter runs his own business. He enjoys serving his customers. Peter is also a customer, and he expects the same high standard of service as he provides. At Coca-Cola European Partners, we not only want to meet his expectations, we want to exceed them. Our winning plan, a digitally connected experience which can provide unrivaled service for all our customers, when, where, and however they want to do business with us. Take our sales rep, Susanna. With her Frontline app, she can provide Peter with up-to-date information on brands, promotions, and sales data. Susanna can give Peter valuable sales advice about how to grow his business by quickly and easily delivering perfect execution daily at every visit. Peter appreciates the excellent individual service. Susanna is ready for her next customer. We are keenly aware that shopper behavior will be more and more influenced by digital channels and data analysis. That's why we are already deploying exciting new ways to connect with our customers and consumers, including digital screens, the benefit of beacons, digital menu boards, mobile coupons, access services, digital points of sales, and much more. These tools enable us to collect valuable data that will help our sales reps, contact centers, and all other teams anticipate the needs of our customers, enabling more personalized service, helping them grow while we grow. This is how we empower our frontline heroes, and this is how we turn customers into fans.
All right. So I like it too. I like the video. One key thing at the end, the video was talking about fans. We want our customers to be fans. It's a bit like football, right? You cannot push people to come to your stadium. You want them to want to come to your stadium. So you want to be that Barcelona, or if you're a Real Madrid fan, you want to have the connected customers come to you. So how do we go about realizing this vision now? It's a multi-year program, as Teresa mentioned. And we've called it a Customer Engagement and Retail Execution Program. It has multiple projects under it. We don't even have all of them on the slide here, but the first one is the one I will drill down into a bit further. It's the component, the project that is giving our sales reps the capabilities they need. But there's also a customer service portal, digital campaigns, world-class key account management capabilities that we're building, with pricing, profitability, analysis capabilities, and the connected store. So smart coolers, having information on the traffic in the store through smart coolers, etc. So, part of our secret formula for driving world-class customer conversations and sales enablement, ingredient number 1 is to have a very clear way of working, which we call RED, Right Execution Daily. This has actually been a super gift from the top leadership, because this is helping us focus on what we need to go and do to make the process for our salespeople effective and efficient. So what we don't have is endless discussions on ways of working. We know what the way of working is that we have to go and enable through technology. And these are our top sellers. So last year's conference was about the top buyers, or the super buyers. These are the super sellers. So I think you heard the video mention Frontline. These are our frontline heroes. And if this were football, I think this would be Messi, maybe. I don't know who is a Messi fan. And this, who would this be? Come on, Messi fans, who would this be? Ronaldo. I mean, who comes out of the dressing room after midtime with a completely different hairstyle? I mean, a real man doesn't do that, right? But he's a top player. He's a top player. So kudos to Ronaldo, too. I wish we had lots of them in sales. And we do. Ingredient number 2, and if Carmina is still here from Salesforce, I think she may like this slide. I wish I would get something for every Salesforce logo slide on here, but it doesn't have to be Salesforce. The point is it could be Microsoft Dynamics 2, it could be any other strategic platform, but if you want to build a connected customer experience, I would highly recommend that you go for a strategic platform, which connects all the touch points that you have, or the pillars, the functions within your organization, because what you don't want to go and do is have to build integration between all of those. You want to have that integration come with the platform that you've chosen. So yeah, the 360-degree customer view is key. When a sales rep walks into a store, ideally he should know what discussion the merchandiser may have had, if it is a big store, a retail store, where we do activations with huge displays. Those displays get built by merchandisers. So as a sales rep, when walking into the store, if that merchandiser had a discussion with the store owner, it's something that the sales rep should know. Even if you're walking into a small store that may have a Coca-Cola cooler, if that cooler is broken, you imagine walking into that store, the customer just called technical service center in the morning to complain about the broken cooler. You walk into that store, you're all ready to go and do a sales pitch, but the first thing that the customer wants to tell you is that the cooler is broken. Wouldn't it be much better that you walk into that store already knowing that the cooler is broken, and that you can actually tell the customer, hey, the tech rep, the technician is on his way. He's going to be here in an hour. So that's why you need that strategic platform underneath that gives you the integration between all the different functions in your commercial team. So we have Salesforce now. Ingredient number 2 is, if we all have Salesforce, in a way, that's if we're all competitors here and we all have Salesforce, we're all kind of going into the market with the same tool set, right? So I'm selling vanilla, you're selling vanilla, or using vanilla to sell. That's not going to help us win in the market. So you need to then take it to the next level. If this is your core business, selling, you need to take the vanilla to the next level and make it vanilla whatever. And our strategy is to, in areas where we want to have world-class capabilities, to do custom development, or to go and work with a niche player, or a leader in a particular segment, right? Ingredient number 2 or 3. So let me go and show you what we have done on the Salesforce platform, another quick video that will show you the SFA solution that we have built, which is not Showpad, but Showpad is being called from that application at the right point in time. So this solution is helping our sales reps go to the right customer. When they get to the right customer, they will go and do a measurement to assess the current as-is situation. Then the application or the solution is going to tell them what to focus on next and what product they should go and sell in and why. And then Showpad can be called from this application to actually do the sales pitch. Oop. Nope. My fault. There you go. Oh, we want to see it second time? So I'm going to quickly try and take you through some of what you've seen. So it's an iPad application. It shows the territory of the sales rep and which customers are in there, which prospects are in there with a different color even now. It's there to enable the red way of working, which I told you about earlier. And it gives them a route for today. So the system, our back-end solution, our overall solution, will figure out where the next opportunities are, what the best ways to get to those customers, which customers they can go and visit today based on opening times, visiting hours, et cetera, so they don't have to spend their Friday afternoon planning the next week. They go into the store, and we will give them in the solution a picture of success, which is a visualization of what that type of environment should look like, or what activation we should have, in this particular case, a retail channel store. But imagine it being a fitness bar, a coffee bar, a cafe. You would have a visualization of that environment with the different pieces of activation and products that we would like to see in that type of environment. Then they go and do a measurement of what's actually available in the outlet, so what products are present. This is something which we do also with image recognition in some cases. And then we go and calculate the score. So the picture of success is like, if they would fulfill the picture of success, it would be the perfect score for that type of environment, which does not per se mean if we have 1,000 SKUs, they have to sell in 1,000 SKUs. It's about the right SKUs for that type of environment. And the as-is measurement is going to tell them where they are now. It's going to give them the current score, and also the action items that they should take before they go and talk to the customer again. So when they walk in, they will say hello, they will say, I'll have a look around, I'll be back with you in a minute. And the system will actually tell them, these are the products that make sense to be sold in this type of environment, and then they use Showpad, for example, to go and do the sales pitch. So the last ingredient, if you will, at least for this SFA Connected Customer Experience Solution, or the message I want to land is, it doesn't make sense to go and build everything yourself. You do take that strategic platform, you do some custom development on top, which is kind of our secret formula. How do we steer our people to the right customer based on segmentation, micro-segmentation, using data insights from all over. We don't want our people to be lost in analysis paralysis. So that's why we do some custom development ourselves on the strategic platform. But then on top of that, we go and leverage the ecosystem. And that could be a Showpad, it could be an image recognition provider, an augmented reality, micro-coaching solution, the stuff that you don't want to go and build yourself, because if you go and buy it, or you find the best player in the market for it, it's going to give you speed and help you accelerate. So, in summary, 1, clear ways of working are, I would say, key, foundational. An integrated strategic platform for the reasons mentioned, 360-degree customer view. Customize at the core where it makes sense, or get niche solutions. Get niche solutions, best of breed. And see to it that your, this is something I forgot to mention earlier, see to it that the conversations that you're having with the customers are relevant for the customers. So this is why when we go and look at solutions and the ecosystem, we see to it that those solutions integrate well with our strategic platform, because it's important that data with insights which sit in there are available in those tools that we use on top, like a Showpad. Otherwise, your conversation cannot be a world-class one, because a world-class one is relevant to the customer, to that particular customer, not the type of environment. So, with that being said, cheers, thank you, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them. I'm an ass kicker, I can throw. But there's no questions. Okay, now I need to do what I said.
Yeah, I have a question that you said that your system helps to create a route for your sales reps for the next week. From my experience, also quite crucial to consider the customers' availability for the next week. How your system informs our customers about.
Yes, it's not the easiest topic, so it requires a lot of change management also to kind of make people believe it's helping them to have a centrally planned route, because it feels like initially we're turning them into robots, which is not the purpose, the plan. It's kind of the same story that we heard yesterday with artificial intelligence. Sometimes there's resistance because people think we're kind of going to replace them by the technology. That's not the point. We need to help them focus on what they're best at, which is playing football, selling. So we don't give them a plan which they cannot change. We may even, in some cases, only plan for 80% of their time. And they can still change the visits to another date and time, and the planning system will respect any visits that they have changed or appointments they have changed to another date and time when it does the next update. So that flexibility is there. It's not forced down their throat.
Okay, thanks.
I guess everyone wants to go for lunch. Me too.